What's up, everybody? Thanks so much for tuning in to this week's episode of the Agent Evolution Show. Today, what I'd like to talk with you about is challenging yourself, but specifically, challenging some of your perspectives. So let's take a look at your real estate business, for example. What's a perspective you could challenge? And challenge it, meaning looking at it like, what might you be wrong about? And I don't mean being wrong in a bad way, yet is there a way that you could elevate this perspective and look at things differently? And here's why. The perspective is your lens in which you view your reality. And so, is it holding you back, having that perspective? And could you challenge yourself to switch that perspective to empower you into action? For example, if your perspective is, my goal is to close 24 transactions this year. That's the perspective, that there are 24 transactions. How can you elevate that perspective? How could you switch it around to be more empowering? Because what happens with a lot of agents is they get into production, they're closing a few deals, but the goal still seems so far away. And if it seems so far away, it seems more difficult, more of a challenge to actually accomplish it, which is demotivating, which is disempowering. So the perspective, the belief system, is really driving the behavior. Yes, if we go back to the be, do, have model, the greatest success formula in the world. So here's a way to shift that perspective, because when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So if you take your goal of number of transactions per year, let's say 24, for example, and not look at it as transactions, but look at it from a different perspective that can be empowering, such as, my goal is to support 24 families, helping them with their real estate goals. Could that be a little more empowering? Especially if you're a huge supporter or promoter and you really like serving other people. Instead of looking at it as transactions, look at it as human beings. Could that elevate your empowerment to actually want to get into action? Could that reduce your fear of rejection and into like promoting service and supporting others, which is something most people like to do, right? So, could you look at it as, I have a goal of helping X amount of families. Let's take every agent's most favorite activity, cold calling, right? Like if you want business right now, in my opinion, there's no better way than just pick up the phone and start talking to other human beings. I know it's a weird concept. However, most agents won't get on the phone and won't cold call because they're afraid. They're afraid of rejection. They're afraid of all kinds of little BS stories that we make up in our mind. Yet, if your deep-rooted belief was, my goal is to support 24 families this year, couldn't you then pick up the phone and talk to another human being and find out if that's one of the 24 that was just hoping somebody would fall from the sky and help them accomplish their real estate goals? Now listen, I know I'm trying to be a little funny about that, but let's be real. In my opinion, as an agent, like for me, I'm only looking to support people that are looking for help. So I'm looking for people that want help accomplishing their real estate goals. So of course I pick up the phone. And if this person is having a bad day and projecting their anger on me, I don't take that personally. I'm only looking for the people that are looking for me. So why would you take it personally? And can you just move on, hang up the phone, and call the next person? I'm just waiting for that yes. So it's just about challenging yourself to change some perspectives. So if the perspective that you hold about an activity is not empowering you into action, how can you look at this from a different lens? How can you look at this from a different angle that would empower you, that is an elevated conscious thought to where you get into action? Because when you change the perception, you change the belief system, you change the self-image, it drives a different behavior. And as you get into action, you give a reaction the opportunity to happen. So, if you have a really clear vision on where you want to go, you have a healthy perspective on your goals, then getting into action is really you just demonstrating active faith and belief in your vision, that it's already here now, and that you're a powerful creator. So, how can you challenge yourself today with the perspectives that you currently hold and switch them around to something that serves you and empowers you into action? If you need any help with that, feel free to reach out to me. I would love to support you with it. So thank you so much for watching this week's episode. I hope it brought tremendous value to you. And again, remember, who you surround yourself with matters. Are you surrounding yourself with people that have a healthy perspective on themselves and in their lives and what they're doing? Or not so much? Because it really matters. And again, we become a product of our environment. But the good news is, you get to choose your environment. So, thank you so much again for watching. Make it a great day.